is going on, boys? It's your man Vinny Keys. This is my LGAHL third highlight reel. I got two games in this one for you guys to enjoy. I got the Adirondack Phantoms and the OKC Barons. For those of you guys who have been following along, you guys saw the last video against the Charlotte Checkers. I made it its own video because it deserved its own video from all the goals that went in it and all the stuff that was going on behind it and all the people that were talking about it, so they could see a full in-depth highlight of what went on in that game. Like I said, for this game here, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the lineup here. You got my buddy Julian on left wing, same lineup actually for forwards as it was in the Charlotte Checkers game. You got Marty McFly at center, myself on right wing, Tazzy God lefty, Dark X84 is actually right defense, and Snoopy is in net. It was a really good game for us. Like I said, we were able to keep up the momentum, which was obviously what we wanted to do. We want to finish up the season as strong as we can, although we might not be 100% or we might not be in the playoffs at all this year. We started to make a little bit of a late run, but like I said, we're starting to put some things together, and we're just going to, like I said, play it out, play spoiler as much as we can for any of the guys that we're playing against. And like I said, we're just going to continue to play good hockey for as much as we can the rest of NHL 14 and get ready for NHL 15 for those of you guys that are ready. You see there a nice little goal there by Marty McFly. Was able to tuck it in on the backhand, giving us the 2-0 advantage. The first goal, unfortunately, I couldn't show because I was in the penalty box, so I didn't want to show you guys that highlight. There wasn't really a good view of the goal. But you see there we were dominating in the stats department. You could see there their full lineup of who's playing in this game. You see El Pyro is actually another UOHL player that we've played against before and is pretty active in the chat box there. But you see, like I said, we were actually up 2-0 in after the first period, which is absolutely great for us. We're actually going for 4 wins in a row. You see a big kick save there by Snoopy. A little bit of a crazy reaction, a little bit of a lucky save, I would say, but you know what? We'll take it. And at least the second one was a beauty there too, keeping the score at 2-0. Unfortunately, Marty McFly could not quite convert, making it or make it 3-0 on the first attempt, but we did there. And Julian on the next one there, you see a nice little cross pass into the center there, into the slot, and he was able to bang it into the open net, giving us the 3-0 advantage, which was great. And we said they were starting to roll over a little bit until this goal. It was a nice little tuck shot into the top corner. Snoopy a little bit overcommitted to the other side there, but you know what, like I said, they're eventually going to get one. He was playing great in this game. You saw that great kick save earlier in the highlight reel. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite convert the first shot, but the second one was a nice little goal on the rebound, giving us that 3-goal advantage back, making it 4-1 here in the second period. You see there, they were able to come back down in a little bit of a weird bounce, but you know what, well, they'll take it, obviously, making it 4-2. It got behind Snoopy's pad, like I said, making it 4-2, cutting the deficit down to 2 goals, and a nice little save by Snoopy, finishing off the second period. But you know what, Marty was giving one more chance up the ice. Unfortunately, it wasn't a Don Cherry where he missed one chance on one end and buried on the other. He couldn't quite convert, making it 4-2, or keeping it at 4-2. But you know what, they actually quit after this. They're one of the, I guess, last place teams in their division. They figured they're out of it. They said, you know what, we're not going to play the third period. I don't know why they would do that. I would have played it out if I were them. Who cares? You know what I mean? We're here. You know what I mean? Already. Why not play the game? You know what I mean? I know they lagged out and they didn't want to restart the game for one period, but it is what it is. You know what? Like I said, we'll jump on up to the next set of highlights here against the OKC Barons. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far and all the stuff that's going on. If you guys want to check back on the previous game against the Charlotte Checkers, I'll put the link in the video so you guys can click on that, and maybe some full games you guys can check out. That are, you know, if that's your thing also, you can check that out too. You see here the next game, we got off to a nice little start here. This was actually going for 5 wins in a row, so we're up to a 1-0 lead. There's a nice little shot there by Spyro Rat, giving us the 1-0 advantage. He shot it over the net with the goalie's glove. You see there Marty McFly tucking it in on the nice little cross crease. I got it through just behind the defense. We're starting to get that pass pretty well down, and you see Marty was able to tuck it, giving us the 2-0 lead in this game, which was absolutely great. You see we couldn't quite convert on this chance here, but like I said, we were keeping the momentum rolling. Like I said, we were keeping the chances coming, keeping the pressure on. Like I said, against a team like OKC, it had a little bit more chance of making the playoffs, obviously, than Adirondack and some of the other teams that we played this week. Charlotte, like I said, they had a chance to make the playoffs just as much, I think, as OKC. Maybe a little bit less. I think OKC's a little bit further in it. As we discussed a little bit in depth in the radio show, you guys can check out the link for that. I'll put it in all my LGAHL radio or in all my LGAHL highlight reels and videos and whatnot, so you guys can get into that. I think we're going out live on Monday. You see here, I'll get back into this. You see a nice little tuck job by Spyro Rat going top corner. Beautiful little patience. I had a chance like that similar earlier on, but he was actually able to show me how to do a little bit better, obviously. You see a nice little toe drag, top corner, just enough to move the goalie off the post, giving us the 3-1 advantage after 2 periods of play. These guys were, like I said, a little bit more into the playoff race, so I'm sure they weren't quitting, which they didn't. We had to play the third period in this one. As you can see, we were dominating the shots on goal in both games. This game, they had a little bit more time on attack than the last team, but we were able to take advantage advantage on another nice little play. We were able to pass it down to myself from Spiral Rat over to Marty, and he was able to bang it into the open net, giving us the 4-1 advantage in the third period. You see, like I said, we were just keeping up the pressure, boys. Like I said, we were able to get one more goal before the end of the game here. We were able to get the puck here in the corner. Fortunately, I was able to pick it up there without the guy stick lifting me at the last second. And Spiral Rat tucked it in to make it 5-1 and finish off the highlight reel and finish off my week 3-0 and 5 straight wins, boys, for this line. Unbelievable. Leave a like on the video, comment in the comment section. Like I said, hopefully we could play spoiler a little bit more this upcoming week. I got a Sidney Crosby wager match with one of my buddies you guys are going to enjoy, and we got some other cool videos that I'm going to be doing in the next little while. So check back for some cool highlight reels and a bunch of other stuff that I got going, boys. It's your man, Vinny Keys. Peace out.